Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, welcome back. This is part 4 of the 4-part series that I was doing on the collective. I will not be doing individualized readings here. I'm just going to be doing all 4 of the signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius as collective. It's part of a series that I did, and I feel like coming through this 12-12 portal here and almost entering into the new Capricorn series, I thought that I would try to see the correlation in the energies just to find out, what happens. So if you haven't seen any of the other videos, you can go check those out in my playlist. I've got 3 other ones for this particular fixed sign. But if you're cross watching, I've also got cardinal signs, the Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn set. And then I've also got the mutable Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. So if you're cross watching for your particular person, what's in their energy, if you guys are matching up, correlating, or if they're saying something about you, you can go check those out. And I will leave those at the end of this video, okay? Somewhere in those areas, I believe. So anyway, let's find out what's going on with Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius on part 4. The last 3 readings were really good. You need to check those out. I think you'll be impressed with them. Hopefully it may be a continuation. Now, you know that sometimes these energies, when we do it like this, lots of different energies want to come out. So if this chimes with you, if you feel like this is for you, stick around. If it's not chiming with you, sometimes if you'll hang on just a few minutes, the energies kind of change. And sometimes in the middle, the story can shift. And at the end of the reading, sometimes it pulls it all together so that it makes a lot of sense. We are just talking about energy here. So like I said, if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, don't try to force it. Don't try to make it. That's just the way the cards are. So let's get into it. What does Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius need to know? What are they looking for? Okay. The Page of Cups. I cannot even make this up. You're going to have to see part 3. The very same card showed up at the same time. We could be talking about the same energy coming back through. Somebody's really wanting to express themselves, okay? The Page of Cups is new, exciting, it's bold. It could be an offering of love, of friendship. It could be offering, job. It could be offering anything like this. So we're going to keep on rolling. But the Page of Cups shows up again. So I like that already. Okay, what do we need to know? Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. What are we trying to say? Here we go. Oh my gosh. I can't even make I promise you got to see part 3. Oh my gosh, the Ace of Wands. Somebody has there all right. This is passion. This is an emotional. I got it bad for you. My heart's on fire. My root chakra is burning up. I can't even keep my fly up. Look at this. 2 of Cups came out right by it. This is a shared experience. This is happening between 2 people. It doesn't have to be 2, there's lots of different relationships. This could be multiple people, throuple, polyamorous, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not judging, but something's hot and heavy, really hot and heavy. And it's kind of nice to see because, like I said, I've had some readings that kind of went south, and this is always good news. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, are we in a love affair? Are we in a hot and heavy affair? Are we lovers on the weekends? Are we moving this relationship forward? These are the questions that I would probably be asking, or that you might be asking. So let's find out. Like I said, if you are cross watching, check out the mutable signs and the cardinal signs in my playlist. This may apply, and sometimes it's cool to breeze through and just see what energies line up. Are they thinking the same thing? Because I always wanted to know that, is that person thinking the same thing I am? Do they feel the same way I do? Okay, here we go. We got some cards coming out. Let's see what's going to show. The King of Swords cuts right to the bone and the marrow. Okay, and when this comes out right behind 2 of Cups, it means communications coming in. It means something hot and heavy, hot texting. It means sexting, right? I can say that. It also means that something is about to be exposed communication wise that could come as a shock and awe, something you want to hear, or something like something is exposed that going to be very direct, very forward, right? King of Swords. Nice. And we have the Star card, okay? Star card is Aquarius, okay? The Star card represents the balance between your life here and your spiritual self. Star card represents the nurturing aspect, giving from one to another. And that's exactly what this feels like to me. It's like this is such a camaraderie of energy taking place. Somebody's in love, or somebody is like really, really like, we're doing this. You know what I mean? That's what this means, is business. I can't make this up. You got to go see part 3. Knight of Pentacles. This means I'm done. I'm coming in. You know, I am moving forward regardless. You know, when the Knight of Pentacles makes a plan, he sticks to it. He knows the roadmap. He knows the way. He's done all the homework. He's done everything. Somebody's studying this relationship very well. Okay. Somebody knows the business. And I feel like this is a reciprocated, those 2 cards came out, but I feel like this is a reciprocated kind of a scenario. You both feel the same way. Oh my God. Right on. Knight of Swords. This is going to be happening so very fast, it's going to make your head spin, or your head's already spinning, because I feel the energy of we're in the mix of this. It's like 2 lovers in a whirlwind, a tornado, holding each other, you know, making love, making, what is it called? The honeymoon phase, you know, this beautiful starting of this thing that's just super fast. Energies are moving very, very fast, okay? Okay, got 2 cards. The 8 of Swords shows up when it says, but, I don't mean to put the brakes on this here reading, but that's what this talks about, okay? This is an illusion card, okay? Take the bindings off, right? Take the blindfold off, turn right around and walk towards the castle. Walk towards the thing you want. Whatever it is, you're in your head about it, and pretty intense like. You feel as though there's something about this relationship, something about it that may not be quite, there's something holding you back, okay? And this is an illusion card, so whatever it is that's holding you back seems to be there, okay? And I'm going to guess this, the 3 of Swords, but it's in the reverse position. This is the upright, okay? This is a broken heart. This is wounded. You know, we all know. We don't even have to go there. I don't want to. I want the energy of this healing the heart space, okay? So there could be something about, you know, your situation that you're in that may be following you, may be trailing you, and it doesn't feel super intense. I mean, on a scale from 1 to 10, it has to be the 10, okay? You're bound up. You're bound up about it. So something in your heart space has got you bound up in the healing process. Maybe that this is coming in so fast and you're feeling like, wow, it just got quiet. I could hear my own brain hum. Yeah. Somebody needs to say something. Go ahead. Speak away. What do we need to know? In your heart. Your heart's been wounded. Broken heart. Trying to heal this heart. Trying to heal a heart. Okay? Right now. 9 of Wands. Look at all the battles you've been through. Look at all the wands behind you. These are the conquering wands that are stabbed into the ground right there. And you're holding on to it. You've been injured. You've been damaged. But you're still willing to hold that staff. You're still willing to find love. You're still willing to transmute those past issues into something that is beneficial for yourself, healing, right next to it. So we have the 3 of Swords in reversed, and then we have the 9 of Wands come out right next to it. That just tells me that, yeah, you've been hurt in the past. Okay. You know, it's where you're going to go now. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Are we going to move forward? Are we going to allow this Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords? Okay. 2 cards came out. The first card to come out, can't know if you can see that or not, the Queen of Swords. Okay. The Queen of Swords came out in the last reading as well. And what I can say is this card tells me about communication, okay? It could be communicating with yourself. Now, the Queen of Swords is no nonsense, okay? She backs the king in every single way, with the exception of her words sometimes don't match her energy, okay? And I don't mean that in a negative way. What I mean is that she's very sharp. She doesn't have to take her time. The king would study because of a, I'll put it to you this way. She may react a little bit quicker, okay? But she's not the best communicator in the world, okay? And she knows that. She's been places that she doesn't have to be. And so there's a little lack of that nurturing spirit and more of a, I'm going to tell you like it is. So whoever this is for, you probably know. I know some pretty stubborn Taurus and some pretty stubborn Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. You guys are kind of headstrong sometimes. So what this is telling me, because the 7 came out. Sorry, I did it in reverse. The 7 came out, 7 of Cups. So lots of choices that are in this mix, okay? Now, this reading started out to be this wonderful, once again, sign, passion, romance. None of that has changed. But what it is telling me is that this is bringing up past traumatic wounds. Maybe you and this other person are talking about these traumatic wounds together, okay? You're sharing these situations. This is part of your conversations, your talk, the things that you're doing, okay? And so it's giving you some kind of a reciprocating, it's you're able to communicate about it because you have something in common, okay? You have something to talk about, and it's igniting a fire. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing. But what do we need to know about this? Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. I think part of the 7 of Cups is the decisions that need to be made within you. And with the Queen of Swords, there is this lack of communication. So it could be communicating the issues about things that you're bound up upon. And maybe this person you're sharing that with, you know, and you're just having a hard time coming out with that, you know. Yeah. But check it out. The 3 of Wands again. I could not make this up. You're just going to have to go see the other readings in this, you know. Hopefully you followed 1 and 2 and 3. So anyway, yeah. The 3 of Wands talks about, is this my ship coming in? Is this my investment that I put into this? Is it going to pay off? You know, you see the 2 wands stuck in the ground right there, saying that, you know, I've made investments before. I've invested in other relationships, which this could very well be talking about. And I just need to know that, is this going to be fruitful? Is this going to be a fruitful investment? Then the world comes in to say, you know, I'm a fixed sign. Go figure. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, right? This is you. This is talking about you. This is saying this is just a cycle that you're going through, okay? This wounded nature, this new love, this new phase is a beginning and an ending. And to allow, you cannot change the world card. You cannot change any of these cards in their energy. But this is what it's trying to tell you, that allow for the change, because then you're pushing against, right? You're pushing against everything. And maybe with the Queen of Swords showing up like that, it's saying, you know, learn to communicate better. Learn to speak the truth within you. You know, like I said, not putting down any other signs. That's not what I want to do here. But I do know that fixed signs they're fixed, right? So change is kind of a, you know, it's not like they don't really accept it as easily as most. Now, that doesn't apply to everybody. Some people are like, hey, I might as well be a mutable sign. I'm flexible. You know, whatever. But accountability and things for your own kind of a personal view on things, maybe lighten up on it a little bit. That may be what it's trying to say there, you know. I don't know, but this it's a cycle. It's something that you're going through in life, something that's moving here. So where's it going to go? All right. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Is this going to move forward? Is this going to manifest? Is this a true love? Or is this just a fleeting, passing thing, just a cycle, right? Okay, I'm going to pull a card. Lots of looking into this situation. I feel like it's on both ends. 2 wands, holding the world. You know, this feels very, I've got the world in my hands here. I've got the best of both worlds right now. One's fastened and one is, you know, you're putting your hand up on the wand and setting it up on top going, I'd like to entertain that. So it's very tempting. So there's a tempting type of energy right there. It's and temptation's fun, right? I mean, there's no doubt about it. Temptation is fun. It's that new, youthful, energetic. Like I said, we had the Page of Cups at the very beginning. So, you know, obvious reasons, right? It feels good. It's powerful. It's romance. It's fire. You know, it's fire, right? We had the Ace of Wands show up. It's fire. You know, it's a beautiful thing, and sometimes it can be very overwhelming, which would make sense with the 9 of Wands that you had, right? You could kind of put your guards up on it and kind of prevent it from happening. All right, so what do we got here? What do we need to know? Voice. 2 of Swords, okay? You're needing to cut through the nonsense. You're needing to cut through and make this decision. Do I follow through with this? Do I leave it at the door? You know? 2 of Swords also talks about a little bit of shadow aspect, okay, with the moon up there, little crescent moon. Could be talking about water signs as well. Doesn't necessarily have to be. But it's slicing through that dark, shadowy decision that you need to make. Okay? And like I said, this does feel kind of a little bit like a situation that is hot romance and fire and passion, you know, but it's forcing you to make a decision. So what is that decision? What do you know, is it communication? Talking about it? What is it that you're needing to know? What does Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius need to know? That decision, the 2 of Swords, the decision. I'm going to pull a card. Once again, decisions. 4 of Cups, you're concentrating on the past. You're concentrating on the right now that's in your face, the things that you can't control, the things that are unforeseen, the things that are holding you back, the things that you've lost sleep over, the things that are confronting you that are powerfully negative, for instance. And you're totally missing that hand coming out of the cloud. Okay? So what is the hand coming out of the cloud for you? That's the decision that you need to make. You know, I would say there's no doubt there's a definite love offering. There's no doubt that it's passionate. There's no doubt that it's hot and spicy, okay? But it's bringing out in you some obstacles. And I feel like maybe the note here is to embrace that. Maybe take a second, step back, take a little time to appreciate that actual feeling. Whoa, this is freaking hot. This is incredible. But am I bringing forth something into this that could maybe harm it? It is just a cycle. Am I just realizing that? Is just confirmation for somebody to say, hey, it's okay to have these hot, really cool and bothered, feelings? Of course it is. It's natural. It happens, right? You can't stop what's been naturally happened to the human being for, I don't know how, can I just say examillions of years? Because I don't even know. I don't think nobody knows how long the species has been around, but okay. You're going to stop that. It's built into your DNA. It's in your genes. It's in, signals, signs. Here's a sign for you. Sudden death, right? And I'm going to say that sudden death is that maybe what I just said, you're going to take that 10 of Swords and utilize it and say, I'm just going to stop doing that. You know, I'm going to accept that there are cycles in life that take place, and sometimes they feel really, really out of my control. The pendulum, when it's down, it feels down. But sometimes when things are really, really good in my life, I'm going to let that baby swing as high as it can. Enjoy the moment, right? Um, enjoy this journey that you're on. The Ten of Swords tells me that you've put an end, or that something's coming to an abrupt end. Okay. It could be this. It could be the ending of a cycle, the ending of a relationship. You know, we had the world cards, the beginning and the ending and the beginning, reciprocal. Once it's up, it must come down. Once it's, started, it must end. That's just the way things roll. So there's an ending of something, a definite ending of something, and that's okay, right? Right? We can cry over it. We can rejoice over it. We've got choices. You have the Two of Swords. We've got choices to do that. Which choice are you going to make? Beautiful. That's the choice you're supposed to make. The Tower. Let it all crumble to the ground, you guys. You know, this is not a terrible card. It shakes away the foundations of what we thought things were supposed to be like. Things are supposed to go this way, right? And when it feels out of control, this is out of control. You see them jumping out of the window there. Those windows are an illusion. There never was a window to jump out of. There was only just this solid rock, a foundation. So you're in your head, right? The crown chakra right up here, right? And some shocking news has come to you, or you're about to deliver. It's the cycle. It takes shape however it takes shape in your life. I'm going to stop this reading, and I'm going to tell you, you need to go check out the other readings. This is good. This could be the leading up to those other readings that I just had in the three. I don't know, the energies, they're your energies, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. So you tell me, you let me know. I appreciate you guys watching these 4 series. If you did 4 parts, it means a lot to me if you would give me some comments or whatever. But I'm really trying to grow the channel, and I really want a community of people that are like-minded, that can just kick back and say, I'll take the energy as it comes. I'm going to work on myself no matter what. And I'm going to let these cards kind of, sometimes they're confirmations. Sometimes they just make you mad, and I'm not going to try to read into something just to clickbait you, just to bring you in here. I don't want to do that. It's a waste of my time personally, because I enjoy reading the cards. They tell a story that's different every single time. So if you can appreciate that, come back to Steampunk Psyche, subscribe, let some people know about this. I'm trying to build this. It's a slow start. They got me in the sandbox right now, but that's okay. So I just appreciate being able to get on and read the cards, and hopefully I've helped somebody. If this helped you, let me know. Anyway, I'm going to start individual readings soon. So if your sign is hard to find or whatever it is, come into Steampunk Psyche. I will post these under my playlist, okay? And I'm going to start those individual signs soon. So if you're at the end of the 12 houses, I could roll the dice, I suppose, and do it that way. I don't know. Let me know how you'd like to do that, because sometimes people got to wait for them. It takes a while to get these recorded and edited and all that stuff. So thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Check out the other mutable and the cardinal signs that I did if you want to, if you're cross watching. Anyway, all right. I love you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks.